grandad died. I was 5 years old, the breadth of my experiences with life and its termination being the determination with which my father meticulously washed the corpse of our pet hamster before announcing to us that she'd passed peacefully and in her sleep, so that the thought of her contorting by the water bottle wouldn't keep us creeping around at night, frightened by the thought that we too would one day expire. I remember how they told me what I thought where I was sat. Couldn't see how one could be here and be gone as quick as that. Couldn't satisfy my infantile and curious desire to know exactly why you'd want to have your body set on fire. A little later, thought perhaps some Christ was what I lacked, but the vicar didn't like me, cause I'm always talking back, attacking those around me. Learned to weaponize my tongue, almost lost myself in thinking I was smarter than my mum, getting picked on cause I mouthed off, got in far too many fights. Thought I was better cause I skim-read meditations in the nights, or to enlighten those around me. When I'd paraphrase Descartes, I thought therefore I was a little bastard from the start. At 14, take up smoking, think I'm Hemingway reborn, except my noxious views on sex were caused by watching too much porn and getting drunk in fields at 16. Lose ambition to the nights as if a person out of Porlock had been drinking dirty pints, where time and time again I'd find in my inebriated guise I'd fall in love with any girl who liked the colour of my eyes, and I'd wax to them complaining about the waning of the moon and how the earth's rotation brings around the sunrise far too soon, and softly claim to know the names of all the lights above our heads. Pray to God you wouldn't notice Venus flashing green and red, the spontaneity of which is something quite hard to ignore unless you know how many times I've used those pithy lines before. Before our parallel parables, paradoxically interlocked, was it hypoxia that caused me to flock to the places you stop for honeybees, herbal teas and LSD hyperboles? Your lips as sweet as antifreeze. 3 weeks before I gave you keys, spent 60 grand on shit degrees to put Excel on RCVs and watch the news on small TVs to learn about some new disease and panic over rising seas with armchair science expertise. More than too much Nepalese. Yeah, huge if we give these and tease me when things come out strange. For introverts, my middle name soon will be a crying shame to blame me for the things I say. Oversharing again. It's a consequence of only ever really having had internet friends. Plus, I found that I've always had quite a lot to say. Guess I just meditate that way.